This video is about what to do if the price from an alert has changed between the time it was alerted and the time that you're seeing the actual stock or option. So for our market hours picks, both the stocks and the options, the alerts that we send are specific to a particular price and a particular time. And you can see here that this particular trade alert, although this right now is the price of OLLI, this is the price when we alerted it. And so this video is going to talk a little bit about how to respond to that. So I'm going to move over here, and this is the actual stock chart right now for Ollie. And yeah, you can see that the price is just a little bit below right now where it was when the alert took place at 77.94. So the price was a little bit higher, like up here. So what do you do if the price is different? Well, first of all, it helps to be aware that with almost any trade alert, by the time you get to your trading platform to trade it, the price will have moved to some degree, whether higher or lower. These alerts are coming during market hours, and prices are moving during that time. So it's not unusual for the price to be different by the time you see it compared to the alerted price in the trade alert. So that's the first thing to be aware of, is that it's normal. Another thing is that we are not financial advisors, so we can't tell you exactly what to do. We can't, tell you should take the trade in this circumstance or you should not take it. That's not something we're qualified to do. You have to make your own decisions about which trades to take and which criteria to use to make those trading decisions. So it's completely up to you. What we do is just educate you, just give you information. And so that's what I'll do in this video, is just give you a little bit more information. So the first piece of information is that with these trades that we feature in our service, these various trading strategies, on the whole, they have a raw edge. And what that means is that they don't necessarily need a super precise entry in order to have an edge in general. So we do send an alert at a very specific price, but that doesn't mean that the trade is only viable if you get in right at that exact penny. So there is a raw edge. There's kind of a zone where it makes sense and where there's a back-tested edge. Now, we do have, a very specific trade alert just as a means of having, a simple, basic rule to follow on when to make an entry on a trade. But it doesn't mean you have to get in to the penny at that exact price. There's a raw edge with, on the whole across all these trading strategies. And you can use that information to your benefit when deciding whether to get into a trade. So if the price is still in the general vicinity of the alert price, then maybe that's something you consider. Whether the price is higher or lower, you could just simply consider getting in at the prevailing price, knowing that it's still within the zone of the back-tested edge. Now, not everybody's going to necessarily want to just buy at the prevailing price. Some people will only want to buy if the price is at or below the alert price posted. And that's completely okay. You can, again, do anything you want with your trade as far as determining whether to take the trade, and if so, how to set up your trade. That's your call all the way. We support you no matter how you decide to do it. So if you decide you only want to buy it if the price is the alert price or lower, again, whether for stocks or for options, then you might set up a buy limit order at that alert price. And for Ollie, it was 77.94, which, well, right now the price just came to exactly 77.94. So it would have been filled right there. But if the price is higher, let's say it's 78.62, where my mouse is right now, you could set up a buy limit order at the alert price. And then if the price ends up coming back down, then your order gets filled at the alert price. The trade-off here is that you aren't guaranteed to get into the position. So basically, if you hold out to get your price, which is what a limit order enables you to do, the benefit is you get your price, and maybe that price is lower than the current price of the stock. The drawback is you may miss the trade, and maybe that thing is going to keep going up. So that's the trade-off for you to consider. As far as the research goes, the research doesn't necessarily suggest that you'll end up better off by setting up a buy limit order, at this price. In other words, the research doesn't necessarily suggest you're going to have a better economic return if you ensure that you get this price or lower. So ultimately, it's up to you. Both approaches have a back-tested edge, and so it might really just depend on you and how you feel, and maybe your own experience with it, with what makes you feel better as a trader, what feels right to you. We feature a lot of data in this service, and in this case, if both approaches are supported, then really it might just come down to you and your trading psychology and what makes the trade feel best to you and is easiest for you to live with. So that's it. That I hope is something that helps. If you ever have questions about any of the trade alerts we send or anything about our service, you can contact us anytime. Our email address is support@stockmarketguides.com.